if you are someone who are having a potential of getting sinusitis, then this video you have to listen carefully and follow the instructions very carefully. A lot of people today start developing this sinusitis, and many of us don't know what sinusitis is actually. Is it really like cold that you have sneezing, running nose, coughing, and all those things? No. So, what is sinusitis? Welcome to Becoming Wiser, and today we are going to talk about sinusitis. Today, we are going to talk about sinusitis, and sinusitis is something that is of a concern in today's world because we are living in a society where every other day we are facing some or the other kind of pollutant and we are getting allergic to it. So, what is actually happening during sinusitis? What is sinusitis to begin with? So, sinusitis is something where you have sinuses like empty cavities around your nose, around your eyebrows, above them, all these areas. You have these cavities. These cavities are there so that whenever there is an inflammation, whenever you have some kind of foreign particles that enters your nose and it has to be thrown out, either it does it through this kind of gunshot sneezing thing like that from here, or it starts developing this fluid which are stored in these cavities later and slowly drain along with the allergen outside your body. So this is how we look at it as sinusitis because it's an inflammation. Last time we talked about what is itis. Itis is an inflammation. So sinusitis is another kind of inflammation that is occurring due to some sort of allergy or other factors. So today we are going to talk about and understand these various factors that can lead to sinusitis. So a lot of us, when we wake up in the morning, we start with a series of sneezes. So sneezes and blockage of nose are the two symptoms which are very common in sinusitis patients. So a lot of people from childhood they start developing this cold again and again. It is recurring every other month, every season. They start developing cold, and we keep on treating with antibiotics and other chemicals because we think that it is common cold, but actually it might not be a common cold. It might be that your immune system is so overactive that it treats every particle that enters through your nose, like it may be smoke, it might be pollutant, it may be pollen grains, it may be change of weather, it may be heat. Anything that goes through your nose, it treats it as foreign particle. It is like, hey, you are not welcome here. And then it just inflames here. It creates a pressure and it just wants to throw it out in the form of sneeze. Remember, sneezing is not the disorder. Sneezing is an action of the body that throws away unwanted things from your nose. So, for example, let us take an example. If you are not suffering from sinusitis, but you have experienced this for sure. If you take pepper and you smell it, as soon as that flavor, that smell goes inside your nose, you start developing that irritation. That irritation tells you that something foreign particle which I don't want in my body has entered it. So as soon as that happens, these areas start activating. It's like triggered gun, it starts activating and it fires, and you have a sneeze. That sneeze allows this particle to with pressure to go out of your nose. Sometimes it doesn't happen in just one, so you repeatedly sneeze couple of times and it goes away. So this is kind of a reaction of a body towards foreign particles. Now, once you have these foreign particles and you start developing these sneezes, it is a natural process. But what if you never smell anything that is like pepper, that is irritant, and you still every morning wake up you have sneezes, every morning wake up you start sneezing? We have seen patient in a hospital where they wake up and they keep on sneezing and sneezing even for 15-20 minutes. They're like 100 times they're just sneezing and sneezing. They cannot even breathe. They get tired, and this occurs throughout the day also. They start developing so much swelling in your face that you cannot even see their face. It just like puff 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 like it's a balloon. And it's very common. If you have noticed any people with sinusitis, you will see that this part of their face, the head, they're like swollen, like a huge Y that is there. And you can make out. Another thing you can see in a sinus patient is that many of them have this septum, that is a small cartilage, bone and cartilage that is occurring in the middle of your nose. It is kind of crooked. Their nose is bent. The reason it bends is because there is an inflammation. The body tries to collect fluid so that it can drain that allergen out, and it starts creating block. Unless it creates a block, it cannot store that fluid. So in most cases, if it is not severe, it occurs in one side for some time, then it occurs on the other side. But if it is severe, then both nose are blocked and the patient has to breathe literally through the mouth. So the oxygen intake also reduces, so you feel tired, lethargic. So what happens is when you have a blocked nose, you try to do, when you keep on doing this over a period of time, this septum starts shifting in one side. And when it starts shifting, the blockage becomes even more. In some people, you start developing muscles which are grown from that septum, and it grows all the way out of the nose as well. And then the doctor suggests surgery and all kinds of nasal sprays, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, antihistamine, a lot of things. They just pop those things inside your body, and yet the symptoms are relieved only for temporary. As long as those chemicals inside your body are working, you feel fine. The second you stop those chemicals, all the symptoms just flare up 10 times fast rate. So, what is the actual thing that you have to do to prevent sinusitis? Because if you are someone who have just started getting this, or someone who have not yet have sinusitis but are having a potential of getting sinusitis, then this video you have to listen carefully and follow the instructions very carefully. First of all, sinusitis occurs when your body's immune system is hyperactive. It is weak in a sense that when you are afraid of things, you want to avoid things, you want to stay away from people, you look at every person with suspicion. Someone comes, delivers a parcel, you look at him as if he is going to rob you, he is going to kill you. So that kind of feeling that inside your brain starts triggering this kind of response in your body, an immune response. So, first of all, start developing your immune system in such a way that you become in tune with the nature. I'm going to make a series of videos on how your body should adapt to the nature, how your body should adjust with the nature and develop immunity better way naturally rather than consuming all sorts of chemicals, tablets, vitamin D, this and that. So, since I mentioned vitamin D, that is the best thing to do is to develop a good immunity is to absorb as much as solar energy in the morning around at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock when the sun just rises. Best way to do that is go out, do some basic breathing exercises. Some of them I've showed in other videos. You can do a standing meditation. You can just lie there, stay there, and like open your body like solar panels and just absorb the solar energy. Let the body regenerate its immune system, regenerate, develop that vitamin D inside you. That is one of the most basic thing. Eat lot of fruits which are rich in vitamin C. Vitamin C. Don't think about vitamin C itself. Don't think that okay, this orange I'm eating is because it has a vitamin C. You just eat it. No. What I mean by vitamin C is you consume fruits which are rich in that kind of citric acid, like oranges, then tangerines, or you have a certain like you can eat bananas, which is also good for immune system. You can eat apples. So best thing is to eat seasonal fruits, whichever season it is. If it is autumn, right now we are in autumn, so during autumn, apples, dates, then pears, these are the fruits that you should eat in this season. So if you eat seasonal fruit, then your body naturally tunes with the nature. After that, you have to drink lot of water. Again, when I mention about inflammation, what is inflammation? It is fire, it is red, it is something that is just popping up everywhere. So when you have that kind of energy there, you need to calm it down. So drinking a lot of water, sip by sip, imagining that you are draining all that heat, calming your body down. Every morning when you consume that water, it has to cool your whole body. It has to flood your whole body with purity. That is how you should drink water the whole day. Next thing, the most important part, the most important part is your sleep. Sleep is the most essential part if you want to keep your immunity under check. So when you sleep late night, you use computer, you watch television, you are engaging in activities, receiving a lot of stimuli from external sources through your eyes, through your ears, through your nose, and always engaging after the time like 11 o'clock, then your body immune system is hyperactive. It is always vigilant. It is like as if you are always afraid of a thief going to come inside your house and rob you, so you don't sleep. So that is how our immune system is. It is going to be always active. It is going to just look around like as if, somebody is going to hurt me, somebody is going to hurt me. And that is how your immune response become hyper vigilant. And all your cytokines are flooding your system all the time. You have even smell of agarbatti, or you smell a perfume, or you smell a pollution, or somebody just smokes far away, you smell it, you start developing flared up symptoms of sinusitis. So the best thing is to prevent it. All these ways that I've told are preventative in nature. If you have sinusitis, if it has reached to a level where you're constantly sneezing, constantly nose block, running nose, then the best way is to treat it. Treat not the symptoms. Again, sneezing, stopping the sneeze, stopping the running nose is not the way to treat it. You have to treat the root cause of it. You have to just look for a professional. Like in our hospital, when we see a patient who has sinusitis, we first do a pulse diagnosis. From pulse diagnosis and questioning, we understand how the patient has come across these symptoms, why and what has caused that patient to develop these flared up symptoms throughout their life. And there can be various reasons for it. There can be multiple accumulation of these factors that can lead to those symptoms, and we have to find the right cause for it, go deeper, and then we have to treat it in such a way that we are not just eliminating those symptoms. With acupuncture in our center, we always focus on treating the root cause. So treating the root cause is developing that immune response and subsiding that hypervigilant activity of the immune system, so that not that you just avoid eating certain fruits, avoid going out, avoid pollen season, avoid rain and this and that, because you are allergic to it. You do allergy test and this and that, everything is you are allergic to, and you just stop doing all this thing. Will you stop breathing just because you're allergic to the air? No. You have to develop that body in such a way that you are becoming immune to it, and slowly your immune system is stable. Stability is the key to treating your sinusitis. So if you have sinusitis, then you have to find the right treatment, right doctor. I would suggest finding the right acupuncture doctor who is a professional in such a way that he finds the root cause and treats you, and get it treated as early as possible, and stop your dependency on all kinds of chemicals like antibiotics, steroids, etc. And please, please, please never do surgery of your nose to treat sinusitis, because that is the last thing and the worst thing that you can do. And if you don't have sinusitis, with this changing world, with this changing environment, it is best for you to try all the preventative things and develop a body that is very, very stable, have a stable immune system. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel, and do comment if you want to know anything about sinusitis, how you can treat it, what are the ways that you can develop your immunity, what are the ways you can improve your immunity through solar radiation. I would also make videos on how to actually step outside your house and absorb that solar energy slow by slow. What are the ways you can be one with the solar energy and not push it away? So stay tuned and do subscribe to the channel. Share it to your friends. This is one thing you can do. It doesn't cost you anything. Just share it to your friends who might suffer from sinusitis, who might already have sinusitis. If you can prevent a life from getting such a dreadful disorder, you will receive the boon of it. Thank you and stay tuned.